Hey friends, it's Laura with Laura's Handmade Haven. Welcome or welcome back. I'm so glad you joined me today. We're continuing our sew along for the Sweetland quilt designed by Lori Holt, fabrics by Riley Blake. I bought my kit from Fat Quarter Shop and I love the quilt so much. It's so pretty. I mean, look at these colors. They're so pretty. I just love them. Love all the fabrics, love the colors, love the design, love everything about it. If you watched the other video that I posted today, then you'll pick up some tricks on how to get all of those flying geese together, because that's like the first step in creating this border. So if you're ready to tackle those pieced borders, join me at the cutting table and we'll talk through a little bit of organization. We'll get to the sewing machine and start sewing, and we'll have a reveal of one of our pieced borders. In the sew along guide, it clearly shows you which flying geese go where for all of these borders. And I'm going to tell you that I do have one of my pieced borders done, and this worked out so well. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on the pieced top border together today. So what I have done in my project box is I have separated all my flying geese into the appropriate numbers according to which border they're going to go into. So I know for that top border, all I got to do is grab this stack, throw them on a design board, and head on over to the sewing machine. Now, each of these others, they are separated, so I know which ones go where, right? So this is my, my right border, I believe. Yes, this is my right border, and my bottom border is here. So everything's separated and happy, and it will be ready for me when I get around to them. Now on my little 4 patches, I did put the labels on those so I know which one is 1 and which one is 2. It's underneath here, so it's just going to hang out. I'll probably put those on last, so they're just kind of be hanging out there for me. I have these laying out on my design board, and they're all in numerical order. So 1 through 17 is stacked up here, and 18 through 34 is stacked down here. And that is all the flying geese I need for this first top border that we're going to put together. And they're also in the correct direction, right? So when I go to sew, what I'm going to do is I'm sewing 1 to 18, and I'm going to chain piece them through my machine, because then when I get to the other end, I can cut it off and start sewing 2 together all the way down. They're already in the right order, so I won't have to keep track of everything everywhere for the entire time. All right, so I've just divided my flying geese on either side of my presser foot, basically here on my extension table, and I'm just going to start by flipping and sewing them. Now, anything that I notice, like this one right here, the seam isn't pressed the right way, I'll fix that. I'll finger press it as it goes through the machine. Now, I really only need numbers on that first goose. That way I know which border it is. So if any of these seem like they're going to be in the way, I'll just take them out as I work through the stack. Instead of cutting my thread at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way back to the other end where I started, and I'll flip these together and start sewing them together, and then I'll cut my thread. Okay, so at this point, I am going to start cutting my thread between every stitch that I do, just because I'm going to work my way down this line, just flipping and sewing them together. And I will nest the seams between each of the flying geese like this. And so those will start going opposites each time. This is when you wish you had like a little bonus project that you were doing, so you could just run those little things through there. A postage stamp, oh my goodness, a postage stamp block would be so cute to start working on between these. Do you guys do bonus quilts like that? Do you have like little extra projects going that you just work on? A leader and ender project, I think is what they call them. I like keeping the sewn strand of the border on top because that way I can see which way the last seam went, so I know which way to nest my seams, because I am going back and forth on those just so I can nest all the way down the border. So we are at the other end of our border and we can attach our 4 patches. I'm just going to reference the guide just real quickly to see which way that goes. There is a correct way to put this little 4 patch on. You want the white corner to match up with the white background on the Flying Geese. So just keep that in mind. All of the 4 patches have one white square, so that's the one that you should be matching up with that Flying Goose. Okay, so now I just need to press this out and get it up on the design wall for reveal. The other thing I am going to be doing is just removing most of these pins. I'm going to leave the one in. When I pinned these out, I did not use glass-headed pins, which was not smart. So I just need to switch out this pin to a glass-headed pin so I can iron on it. And then I'll remove all the rest. Okay, so here is the top border for our Sweetland quilt. It is all together, has that cute little zigzag in there. Isn't that adorable? I love that so much. All the different background fabrics and all the different focus fabrics, all those shades of blues. It looks so good. I cannot wait to get this quilt together because that's gonna look so amazing around this quilt top center with all those gorgeous blocks. So yeah, I hope the tricks that I showed you will help you. A few little tips in there for you just to kind of speed up the process of getting these borders together. It definitely is some work, but you can do it. And like I said, you can lay your Flying Geese out in that manner and get them sewn together quickly and put together quickly. Or quicker at least. So I hope you're having fun putting your Sweetland quilt together. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave those down below. I do read those and get back to them pretty quickly. If you have not, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you're the first one to know when videos post. Until next time, find joy in all you do, carve out some time for crafting and creating, and remember it's always better when you make stuff up.